Good morning. It's morning here. My throat hurts. I got that froggy, first thing in the morning situation. So I'm just putting some balm on. This is my Lanolips strawberry balm. So I am going to do, I think, just to get ready with me, using how I try to make this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation work on my combination skin that's also kind of flaky. I finally got the RCMA No Color Powder, and I tried that out. And I really liked my eye look yesterday. I thought it came out so pretty, and it was like so simple. So I thought I'd share that with you guys too. So I think that's everything that I wanted to mention. So I'm gonna just start doing stuff. Yes. Alright, since I'm using a loose pigment, I am gonna just do that first, just in case I make a mess. Should probably get a mirror somewhere I can actually see it. Hopefully I'm in focus. So this is what my hair looks like when I sleep on it wet. It doesn't seem bad, but it also doesn't seem good. Got a lot of calyx and whatnot that make it like it wants to break like right there. And then this part, if I try to pull the hair over, it will stand up and it will be like more wavy back there because I didn't sleep on it. And yeah. But doing my hair and recording this video, it's not going to happen today. So we're going with this. I said I was going to do my eyes first. Whew. So I'm going to use the MAC Painterly paint pot. I don't use this very often. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it work a little bit better for me. So I found that my SPF was actually causing a lot of my shadows to crease. So I changed back to using the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense on my eyes and my nose and my chin to kind of help with lasting power of foundations and also help my shadows not crease. I have very dry under eyes, but my lids aren't super dry. I have a dry patch like right there, but not like actually on my lids. So I don't know. So I'm using the Pure Soul Mattes palette. I think this was limited edition, not really sure. I use that highlight shade a ton. But today I'm just going to use these two. And if I get up too high, then I'll use the brow bone. But the plan is just to use this one kind of to lay down a little bit of some sort of blending transition type color. So it doesn't kind of catch on that painterly. So I'm using the Sephora Pro Crease number 10 brush. I think I'm going to buy another one of these because I like it so much. I feel like it applies color. It makes my makeup look better. With the same person using a different tool, I feel like that's pretty noteworthy. I could use a mirror in this, couldn't I? And it's very soft. I feel like it's a good size for me. It's a good like firmness. It's really similar to the Laura Mercier ponytail brush, which I also have, but in this like super tiny version. So it's really nice to have like a long handle brush that's not constantly getting lost in my brushes, and that I like a lot. So now I'm just taking that kind of warm camel-y color into the crease. This was on sale for $5 at a variety of places. It's the little mini version of the MAC Pigment in Tan. And so I picked up this in blue brown. Yeah, blue brown. So I'm going to use a 239, MAC 239 to pick this up and just kind of smack it on the lid. I feel like the finish of this is so nice. It's a little bit, even though it's super shiny, it doesn't make my lids look too creepy looking, which is nice. And you have kind of creepy lids. Shimmery. Well, I mean, honestly, any eyeshadow can really enhance that. So, man, my ColourPop, this is one of the newer pencils I bought in Call Me. Pretty color, but it's like so dry, it like hurt to use it yesterday. So I'm going to use my NYX Faux Blacks in Oxblood. This would be much easier if this pencil was sharpened. I've been waking up with a sore throat for days, and then throughout the day I'm fine, but it's like overnight I've got so much post-nasal drip, as I say, and my throat hurts all night. And it's like I'm all goobered up in the morning, but then it goes away and I'm fine. I don't know what is going on. What is this? Concealer under my eyes? It's that Maybelline Age Rewind in Fair. I feel like I twisted it up so many times that now that little spongy thing is so saturated. I haven't needed to twist it up in like a week or two. So now I think I'm going to try a new concoction for my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and this is in light 41, so this is the lightest shade. It's less pink than 42. I got a sample of 42, and on me that looks very pink. If I wear this alone, it also looks pink because it's like my redness just kind of shines through. So what I've been doing, I should really put the lid back on this pigment before it goes flying everywhere. Whew. What I've been doing is the Makeup Forever Chromatic Mix water base in yellow, and this, and then something else. I've tried like a drop of oil. Some days that seems to work well, some days not so much. It definitely wears off my nose faster when I do that, which makes sense. You know, I'm adding some oil to it. Today, what was it? I'm not sure how you say her name. Is it beet soup? Butte soup? Beet soup? I'm not sure. She is an ethereal elf angel, basically. She posts beautiful looks. She also has very fair skin, and she had just recently posted on Instagram her base routine, and she said it was Lock-It 41 and 42 mixed, and that she uses a very damp beauty blender, like super wet, not like wet, but very damp. And also, I don't remember, I think she said sometimes if she's having trouble, she'll mix in the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid, so, or something else, but I don't remember what else. Oh dear, right, I forgot the cap's kind of broken on this. So I'm gonna mix in Pearl and see how that works. So I've got the Kat Von D, I'm gonna do one full pump of that. I don't know why I'm still like so congested. I blew my nose. I like can't talk because it keeps getting stuck. I gotta put this on my face because it dries down so fast. I'm gonna put maybe like half a pump or like a full pump of the Shimmering Skin Perfector in there. And then I'm gonna try for just like one drop of the yellow. So I'll show you before I mix it up. Good gracious. Oh right, it's not gonna focus because it's manual focus. Alright. So I'm gonna mix this up. Sometimes I put too much yellow and so I have to go back with more foundation. Ooh, this changed the consistency to be much nicer. Oh, this was a good idea. That's exciting. It's much thinner now, it's not so thick. Like, it looks much nicer even than when I put the oil in. Alright. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. This seems magical. Okay, I'm gonna just do like half of my face. I bet this helps with it drying down so fast and setting so quickly. Oh, thank you, lady. Ethereal and magical elf lady. I don't know what her name is. She posts the prettiest looks. You know, she's just got like that face. You know, that face. Super delicate features. Just like this little sweet little elfin nose. Oh my gosh. Really fine bone structure. it totally goes with the looks that she does. Really intricate. Beautiful colors. She's always got really interesting hair color, and it's always like a very like washed out platinum, but then she adds pastel. Ah, so pretty. Alright, so powder. I think, so like I mentioned, the RCMA no color powder. Oh my god, such ridiculous packaging. I mean, come on. How do you get a small amount out? You don't. You don't. It kind of bugs me. But it's really cheap. So I guess, you know, it's not the end of the world, but then how do I get it on my sponge without having too much? Ugh. And put a little bit of those colors, or maybe just the camel-y color on my lower lash line. We were supposed to have a play date this morning with one of my friends and her, I think just her daughter. Her son would have been at pre-K today, but I'm going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay Volumizing brow powder, it says, and this is in gray. And I'm just going to use a pencil brush and just get a little bit of color. I recently dyed my brows, so they're quite visible at the moment. And this will just kind of add a tiny bit of, especially up here at the front where I don't have a lot of hair. So I'm taking the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper in light medium. And this adds kind of a golden warmth to them. So for blush, I'm still on the fence. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this. This is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush in Flesh and Fantasy. At first I thought it was like really similar to my Wet n Wild Rosé Rose Champagne, but so I am going to put the Marc Jacobs blush on my right cheek, so your left, and I'm going to take mostly from the lighter side. Get quite a bit, tap it off. Maybe a little bit more in the middle. I feel like this goes really dark on me really fast, so I have to be kind of careful. And on my left cheek, your right, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rose Champagne. This also, I really need to tap off. Plus, this is a pretty dense brush. Not really great for blush. So when swatched, you can definitely see a difference. The Wet n Wild looks, it almost has like kind of an orange undertone, I would say, on my skin tone, which everything that could possibly look at all orange will look orange on me because I'm very fair. And then I'm going to take kind of the lighter stripes of this one and the highlight mixed together. And so I feel like the finish is super similar and the colors seem similar except the Wet n Wild, here. It just has a little bit more of a peach orange kind of undertone. Otherwise, I would say they're really similar. I think I will try my Wayne Gloss airbrush with the e.l.f. Baked Highlight in Moonlight Pearls. I did take a paper towel and really scrubbed off a layer, so now when I put my brush in, I actually get quite a lot of product. So what I used yesterday was in the Urban Decay Vice palette. This is the, so I'm going to use this sheer lipstick in Vanished. It's just kind of like a beige, sheer beige. And obviously I'm just applying it with my finger. I don't think this would show up on a lot of people. But since I have like no color to my lips naturally. Now it looks like I'm bald right there. I do have some hair, but it is gray, so. So that's my finished look. Hopefully I was in focus for most of the time. So I felt like it just looked like kind of lived in, and I really like that. You know, I hesitate to call it grungy, but it's almost a little grungy, you know, kind of low-key grungy on a pale face. I'm really excited to see how this foundation wears, so I will definitely update you either in the description box or like somewhere on the screen to tell you how it wore. Depending how ambitious I'm feeling, maybe I'll check in later in the day, but I'm really excited. You know, what's hard is that I have a couple of variables here. I added the Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid, and I'm using a different setting powder, so that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I really wanted to try out that. I wanted to try them both, so there you go. So yeah, really easy look to do, and just trying out some new stuff, trying some new things, some new techniques, etc. And just kind of chatting with you guys while I did it. So please let me know if you have any comments or questions. I always love hearing from you. I did record this on my DSLR, which I don't use very often / ever, because I need to manually focus it. So if I go out of focus, I'm really sorry about that. But my camcorder is quite old. It's around 5 years old now, and I'm getting kind of frustrated with it. So I thought I'd start using the DSLR. The cameras I'm thinking about buying are either the Panasonic Lumix GH4 or the Sony A6300. And both of those, I really need to be more aware of the nitty-gritty of photography really to use, as opposed to like on my other camcorder. Really the only things that I messed with were the exposure and the white balance, but now I need to, you know, start thinking about aperture, f-stop, depth of field, all these things that I don't really that I resist learning for whatever reason. I need to, you know, I enjoy making videos. I kind of enjoy the process. I've been doing it for quite a while now, and now I think I'm more like I'm on board for learning like the nitty-gritty, and I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about this. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.